Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent, and we are talking about APL, the Apollo Fintech currency. What is it about it, and what are the opportunities here that this APL token represents? And so, what's really fascinating is, first of all, jump on the aplfintech.com website, go through over everything. Today, I'm going to cover some aspects of it, which are important, but of course, please do your own due diligence because it is quite a bit to get through what the APL token does. And once you wrap your head around it, you can really start to understand why holding it for 12 to 24 months will have advantages, but you're not going to get that unless you do the homework. So, the Apollo currency is accomplished the goal to become the world's fastest cryptocurrency with a sustainable blockchain. So it does have its own blockchain, so it's not using someone else's blockchain, which is really important to discuss. Now, aplfintech.com/Apollo currency actually has the Apollo blockchain explainer video. I'm not going to click on it for you to just watch me tell you to watch a video, right? Watch it in your own time. It's a really good explainer. But basically, from a tech, from a roadmap, from a comparison, there's quite a lot here to unpack. Now, the problem is, generally, it requires the use of multiple cryptocurrencies to perform a number of tasks on blockchain, and transaction can take a significant amount of time, which we've seen. The solution, the Apollo currency, boosts the fastest and most feature-rich blockchain in cryptocurrency at the moment. So they've built it to last. They've built it to serve a purpose. So it was first to launch sharding. It's the world's fastest with 2 seconds per transaction. It's the most features. The world's most powerful dApps as well on it, and the most advanced from a mass adoption use case as well. There's quite a bit coming in there. Then so then we got this token, we got this blockchain. What can you do with it? Well, we got a national payment platform system for you to learn more about. The Nox WorldPay, Nox Wire, the Apollo e-government platform, and then Stratus as well. And the features and solutions, on the website, they've done a really good job at marking, how it all works and how, this whole thing is going to be, all the different things that it does, like from current features to Hermes blockchain to Olympus protocol. It's all there for you to, to check out. When we start to unpack all the things that the APL token and its blockchain can do, we're talking about government solutions, and over the coming months, we'll talk a lot more about that because there are some things which are going to be coming on board and some governments which are going to be coming on board in the not too distant future, which I've been doing research on, but I don't have quite yet that information for you to share with you. But there are government organizations which are looking at this particular blockchain, which will be really cool. From a commercial products point of view, the advantages of running this particular blockchain, and then we'll discuss that as well, and then from a consumer products as well and what that looks like. So there's quite a bit here to unpack, but if we start with the Nox government network, let's go with that and what that looks like, and then let's dive a little bit deeper into that one first today. So when it comes to the Nox government network, the Nox government network transfers platform gives a central bank the ability to conduct instant payments to and from any bank in the network using the local currency as well as the foreign currency if needed as well. Now, it sounds familiar because obviously having been on this channel, you know about XRP and how that particular token and how that particular blockchain coin works with the banks, right? So in a very similar way, but at the same time, unique because it's on its own blockchain, the APL token does that for government. So the problem is that international money transfers take days to complete, and the Nox government network, a network to bank platform, handles money transfers within seconds. So they are the core benefits. Again, similar to what you've heard on the channel from an XRP perspective, right? And when a new competitor comes on board, it is a competitor that has to be, taken serious, right? I mean, what they're doing, what are the opportunities, how much of the market cap can they get? Because we know, not one company can get all the entire market cap. There's always going to be someone who comes out with a slightly different technology, and some banks and some governments will choose that one. And that's what I think the opportunity is with the APL token in 2021, right? I mean, as we go towards, as they start to get more banks and more governments under their belt, we can look at the competitor strength that they, what kind of threat do they pose to the XRP ledger. But for now, like what we're looking here at 2021, and also the price benefits, right, of how much the APL token is at the moment, there are some really opportunities to back it, but back it long term, right? Because things don't happen overnight, and what they're trying to do is massive. So they're the benefits from a government perspective. And then when we look at the Knox World Wire, and what that does is the Knox World Wire facilitates uncapped instantaneous bank-to-bank transfers worldwide. So a little bit different to the government one. But again, this talks about the Knox Worldwide to bank platform handles money transfers within seconds, similar to the other product, but there are some key differences here for banks and government organizations to choose. Now, the Apollo payment transfer database allows for zero downtime or failures as well, and the revenue created from fees on all payments sent as well. So it does have that, from how the APL token works. So it is very, very exciting from that point of view. And it is no cost for new bank integration and immediate settlement. That's the big one, right? It's the immediate settlement. So that's how that works, right? So it's from a Knox commodity exchange. Let's have a look into that. Now, this particular part of the APL token's blockchain infrastructure, the Knox Commodity Exchange allows governments to liquidate assets and commodities instantly and for the highest price possible. So that there is one of the key differences with the Knox Commodity Exchange compared to the other products that we've spoken about today. Now, the liquidation of government held assets and commodities requires resources and extensive logistical planning. Then the Knox Commodity Exchange allows for instant liquidation of commodities and collects payments instantly. So that is one of the main reasons, right? So a substantial increase in tax revenue, liquidation can be accomplished instantly, removes the need for government to search for buyers. The system creates the ability to open up international participation for millions of buyers anywhere around the earth. So overall, it is dynamic, right? The APL token is not the type of token that you can, it's not the type of token that you can understand in a minute, right? You got to do your homework. You got to go through this. You got to understand it and find where it fits in your portfolio, in your strategy, right? Now, one of the key things that I do always mention when you are doing your research, make sure that you hit the follow button and the alarm bell on the social media pages, right? So important. There is so much information that is happening and it's so dynamic that you want to be on the alerts and getting an understanding. Follow Steven as well. Anyone involved with the APL token and what is happening, make sure that you do that, right? Because it is so cool, so dynamic that you want to be up to date with what is going on. So I hope it helps, right? Because when you explain something that is so dynamic and has so many different options and so many things that it can do, you can kind of get lost sometimes, and you're like, oh, I don't know, I don't know, Serpent, what you're saying, right? But do your research, because I think if you do your research and understand where this technology is at, where this blockchain is at, what they're trying to do, how they're trying to do it, I think you'll find yourself that you'll be quite impressed. Now, of course, as always, if you learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. As always, thank you, and I look forward to see you on the next one.